Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at 5 highly anticipated games coming on 5 different blockchains. That will be Solana, we'll be taking a look at Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Polygon, and Cardano. The reason why I want to look at 5 different blockchains is I think it's important to spread your investments across different blockchains because some will pop off at some point. Like Solana had a massive pop off a while back. It's gone down and we've lost about 50% of its value now, but it hit huge highs, and some of those things will happen among these chains when they start to put improvements in. Ethereum blockchain, if that gas fee problem is solved, Ethereum blockchain will explode. And if it isn't solved, that creates a potential for one of the other chains like Solana or Cardano, who's going to have really cheap gas fees and fast transactions, just as fast, if not faster than the Ethereum blockchain. And they could see a lot of games moving into those space, which we've already seen. Binance Smart Chain has capitalized on this hugely. It probably covers the most games that are functionally playable for a lot of people, hence why over the last year it saw a big increase in its token price. So let's get into today's video. Before we do take a look at it, today's video is sponsored by Gold Inc, so let's take a look at their trailer and then we'll get right into it. Today's video is sponsored by Sapphire Studios, the creators of Gold Inc, a place where you can mine real gold and build a real business in the world's most expansive mass multiplayer online game. Gold Inc allows you to grow your real world net worth while building a realistic mining empire. You can own finite land with real world value, ally with friends, and rule over 10,000 players via the open world governance system. The benefits of playing include the fact that you can download this and it's free to play on App Store and Google Play Store. You can even play it on your computer. You can find and own regular claims to mine gold, which will be freely exchangeable for GXP once it launches. This means that you can make a living off the game. The idea is that any player at any given time can own claims to support a healthy income. Once GXP launches, the value of it will grow every day. You can download now on Android and iOS via the links down below, and you can join the Discord community to keep up to date with any changes around the game. So first up, we take a look at the Ethereum network and Alluvium. Alluvium is an open world RPG adventure game built on the Ethereum blockchain. You'll be able to journey across a vast and varied landscape on your quest to hunt and capture deity-like creatures called alluvials. You'll be able to discover the cause of the cataclysm that shattered the land. Alluvium is, out of all the games out there, without a doubt the best looking. The quality of the artwork is insane, it's next level, and when you compare it to where blockchain games are at the moment, it's so advanced. Blockchain games are like, go back 10 years in the games we were getting. That's where the blockchain is currently at. But this is development, it's taken its time. It was released in terms of like the token launch ages ago, and so they've been patiently working on this game and haven't tried to present mini games to people to play to earn and take advantage of that getting out there early, which other games have, but they've kind of dipped off now. Alluvium is still there, so it's got a really good team behind it. You'll be able to engage in lots of different types of gameplay, so there will be, using these alluvials, you'll be able to draft your starters and challenge to be the best, outsmart and counter your opponent strategically to place rank in competition, and you can earn ILF tokens through play and become part of the community-based governance. There'll be a huge roster to collect, so there'll be 100 alluvials that will populate the alien world. Each will possess different affinities, classes, and abilities. You can capture them, fuse them, and upgrade your alluvials and discover more powerful forms. It's going to be backed by the blockchain, so you can store alluvials on shards. These will be sleek crystal slivers that hold the essence of the creature inside. You can compare your stats with your friends and flaunt your rare shiny cosmic and hollow collectibles. It's going to say goodbye to the gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain. This is why it's so highly anticipated, because it's going to use integration with Immutable X. This will mean zero gas fees and peer-to-peer trading with instant transactions, all while you securely maintain custody of your assets. The game is not just going to be about engaging in turn-based combat. There is going to be very much 3D landscapes that you can navigate, as you can see, hovering through the world, and this is going to make it so unique in comparison to where a lot of games are just purely turn-based and there's not much interaction between going from one place to the other. As you can see, we're taking a look at some of the alluvials now, and they already look beautiful. and this is definitely probably out of all the games the ones I'm most excited to play and get involved on, because if you engage in battles like this where they're so interactive, and we have games that kind of do a similar thing, but just they don't have the flair to it that this will have. So check out Alluvium and you can pick up the token. Now everything in today's video will be in the description below if you want to check these out. Next we go over to the Solana network where we have Aurora. Aurora is a play to earn desktop game where players are invited to explore a rich and diverse universe. You can travel across the world of Antic and Cryptos with 2 different areas and biomes. You'll meet a vast array of NPCs and NFTs. These are the magical creatures which can be caught or traded, and will accompany you through a variety of engaging game modes in this compelling JRPG. Aurora is going to be their multi-utility ecosystem token, and players can earn that through PvP and PvE game modes, as well as through staking. The token will be traded through a traditional CEX or DEX and on Aurora's in-game marketplace. In the future, it will act as the governance token of Aurora, allowing holders to vote on important game decisions. The game itself is kind of, got a similar aspect to Alluvium in terms of you getting characters in your training, but it has a very much kind of old school vibe to it. The quality of the artwork is very just cartoony and not to the same realistic aspect that Alluvium's going to, but I think this is going to have more content to it in terms of story based RPG, because you're not having to put as much focus on getting the details perfectly, realistic like Alluvium. You can focus more on the game content. And I really like the artwork of this. It has a really great style and it fits so well with the Solana network, having some of that kind of neon colors inside it as well. Again, similar to Alluvium, it does have this board-based, turn-based system, and this is kind of the next level of where turn-based is going to. It has to have this complexity to it where you can actually capitalize on certain situations. Say for in this situation, we have 2 in a row where you can bop onto both of them and deliver damage using certain abilities for certain situations. So Aurora is definitely for me the one to watch on the Solana network, and I'm personally holding some Aurora. Next we go over to the Polygon network and we have Synergy of Serra. Synergy of Serra is a stunning looking card game that mixes the classic strategy card games with the infinite gaming experience possibilities of a deck builder card game. You can join 6 factions of biological and mechanical creatures in the defense of the planet Serra from an alien threat, and become the leading commander of Serra. They had their NFT sales months ago and now are completely sold out. So they had base set crates. These had a unique chance of getting 6 minting device keys out of all of those. And they also included some cosmetics that have higher quality cards from the base set, and they also offered Transcendent set crates. These crates contain cards from the 5th faction of Serra, the Transcendents, and they had an extra chance of receiving one of 12 unique artifact cards. Now, there was thousands that sold. They began at around $2 for the Transcendents and then ended up at $11, so already 5x people were still purchasing these at tier 10 of the sales. Same for the base set crates, they increased significantly and they completely sold out as well. Now they are working on developing card designs, making sure they got everything down right. They are 91% of the way to being able to open the Transcendent crates, so I'm really looking forward to that. After that, there will be a closed alpha launch. Followed by the base crate openings and closed beta launch. This is one of those games that has taken the time, they've been patient, they're making sure they got everything down right. So I think when this game actually comes to beta, it's going to be a highly accomplished looking game with a lot of complexity to it. If you're interested in more card-based gameplay rather than, active like Pokemon style type games, then this might be one for you. Next we go to something a little different, Cornucopius, The Land Awaits. This is a game launching on the Cardano blockchain. Cornucopius again offers something different. It is a massive play to earn, build to earn and learn to earn blockchain based game where players can be rewarded with and or own land, properties and other NFT based assets with real world value, all by playing in a fun and safe metaverse. This is something very different compared to your types like Alluvium and Aurora. They have announced their initial first sale, which they had to delay, so there is still a very good opportunity to get in on this early. Their token copy is available now, so you can pick some of that up on the Binance Smart Chain, but they will be migrating over to the Cardano blockchain. They have a good roadmap which is extensive and goes beyond 2022 all the way up to 2025, which goes up to the point where they want to release this game on console and smart TV. So they have good plans for the future. I think if you're interested in getting involved and buying a piece of, a stake in the NFT universe, then Cornucopius is a very good one to go for. The Cardano blockchain doesn't have a lot of gaming content on it. When you compare it to the likes of the Binance Smart Chain, it's very small. Therefore, Cornucopius could be their flagship project. If you take a look at projects like Crabada, which launched on the Avalanche network, that was its main game that it launched on there, and it did really well and has continued to do well. Then you could see a similar thing happening with this, because it being the first one to go over to the Cardano blockchain and create a big game. We have a few small games on there, but nothing to the extent of this. And here we can see from the trailer an insight into what the mechanics in terms of building will look like. For me, this is giving very much like Sims vibes in terms of like building your own home and using some of the materials that you've got in NFTs to create it and personalize it. Beyond that, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity to engage with the mini games and engage with land sales to be able to make some money in this project. I think it's going to be really interesting because the design to earn, create to earn aspect of it is that you can design your own coffee tables, beds and other household furnitures, which can be minted into an island blueprint, and then other people can buy that, gather the materials and then craft them in game to create a brand new NFT. Games that involve a metaverse where you can create things and sell those. The first one that really capitalizes on the same kind of player base that Minecraft has done, where people can create things, create worlds, create games, create places where people can enjoy events together. The first one to really capitalize on that is going to be huge in the future. So this could definitely be one that is on my watch list of a metaverse that I think has the potential to do really well over the next coming years. So when the sale comes out for the bubble jets, I will be definitely looking to get my first piece of estate in this game. And then finally for the Binance Smart Chain, I've picked Myst. This is something different from those other games in that it is a solid RPG when you can go and battle and engage in PvP, farming NFTs and resources. I think this one has a lot of potential. Myst has the probably truest, closest look of a typical RPG, and the world that they've built has developed really nicely. So from the initial build that they have increased the quality of their design, and I think it's going to make a big difference to the quality of the gameplay when it comes out. In Myst, you'll be able to collect NFTs, battle epic monsters, and explore infinite immersive environments in this blockchain-based NFT action RPG, and it's built on Myst NFT framework. The game universe connects the Myst native token as the in-game currency, which you can pick up now, allowing you to farm and stake tokens to earn in and out of the game rewards. And it's going to be a huge universe that you can engage with other people in as well. In the game, there will be player-created sandbox dungeons. Other players will be able to join that dungeon, and when monsters are killed and loot is earned, the owner of the dungeon will get a percentage of that loot. Players will be able to own land where others kill monsters or earn loot on that land. The landowner will get a percentage of that loot. The Myst Gameverse framework will offer easy drag and drop framework for people to create mini games, dungeons, and secondary games in the Myst metaverse. These mini games can earn players tokens, and the owner of the game will receive a percentage. This is where I think if you, again, kind of building a universe where people can create, if people buy into this and people engage with it well, creating actually really fun games, then A, it takes some pressure off the development side, and B, it means that people have a lot of extra content to play. The plan is to create augmented reality and mixed reality systems that will come in 3 initial games on the mobile. Players will be ultimately able to earn tokens via those games. And the first Myst augmented reality game will allow players to choose a character class and fight enemies on their camera screens, shoot fireballs, sling arrows, and swing swords to kill monsters. The reason why I love this project is because it's been around for ages at the moment on the Binance Smart Chain, and it hasn't, rushed to get the game out. They've already taken the game, and you can see the improvements that they've made as they've released updates and content to help keep in touch with the community. I personally own NFTs in this. You can go to the marketplace and pick some up. They currently offer the ability to buy an NFT in terms of your character that you can play with, which have a variety of different classes. You can buy a weapon, and also you can buy a companion like pets. So we have this Viridis lupus or a bear. There's also a deer. So you can buy whichever one kind of customized to your play style. And yeah, I think this one, when it actually does release, will be a huge universe that will be a lot of fun to engage with. Also, I think it's going to be one that's going to be worked off over the next couple of years and be built up to be even bigger than what their plans are now. Okay, so that's my 5 highly anticipated games on 5 different blockchains that I think are going to do well in the future and be just really good, enjoyable, quality games. So let me know your thoughts of my 5 picks, and also go down in the comment section and post what 5 you would choose on those 5 different chains instead. Okay, that's all for this one. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.